Hi class, this is the part 2 of the tour, very short tour through the Husky City course site for chemical kinetics and Chem 5353 and continuation of our lecture on this. Right below the main course menu, you will see that there is course content menu. I have highlighted with a purple rectangle here. And so the many items underneath this that you can click on to access to different parts of the site. So for example, when you click on the learning modules, you will see this page, and this page has all 7 modules plus the orientation module and links to these modules. And so if you click on that course orientation, for example, link, and it will take you to that particular page, that orientation page that already we covered that in the previous video. Now what's new here is that module 1 kinetic theory of gases, module 2 rate laws, etc. Each of these modules cover 2 weeks of lectures, and they're already elaborated, and you can have access to the PowerPoints, PDFs, and class videos, etc. under those links. So this is how you can get around the course site easily. And under the course content menu also listed is the optional assignments. And so I have highlighted that as a rectangle. And what does this mean? These are assignments for each module I have put together, but these are worked out examples. And so we want you to practice them. And these are for your deepening of your knowledge and improving the familiarity with the material, etc. Some problems I've solved are pretty easy to solve. You can do that very easily. Some of them are a bit challenging, you might find. And I found personally a bit challenging and taxing, but this is what it is all about. So we try to begin with easy questions and problems, and then slowly increase the degree of difficulty and challenge yourselves. So when you press this, you will see assignments page open up, and under this page, of course, it's optional. Do not submit them. They will not be graded, and you will see PDFs, links to PDFs that assign for each of the modules. There are 7 modules, as I said before, and each module has a worked out examples PDF that you can review for cementing the lectures together. And under the optional assignments tab, you got exams tab, and you will see the exams. If you click on that, you'll go to the exams, where we have given links, some information about the exams, and also link to the exam itself. And exams, as I was mentioning before, are administered through the website, and so it will be open during the class hour, but you don't have to come to the Zoom room for doing the exam. You can go straight to the Husky City and this particular tab, and then you click on it, and the exam will open, and you'll be able to do it. And we will open a little early compared to the regular time. It's usually for an hour duration, and maybe 70 minutes depending on how many questions I'm going to. So I'm going to fix all this up well before the exam begins. So we have 2 mid exams and a final, and we will deal with the details of all these things in a separate video, and so that's coming up next. And now if you were to click on the next option on the course content menu, you see Blackboard Collaborate. Now this is a useful tool for us to communicate as a class, and this is not as good as Zoom, so I decided not to do the regular lectures through this, but this is still nevertheless useful for us to communicate together, or you can communicate with each other. It's a good collaborative tool, and you should explore this. And so for this, I have created a course room. It's unlocked and available, so you could either communicate with me through this on a defined time, or you can communicate with each other, and we can try to use this resource in a way that is of use for us. And so please make yourself familiarized with this option as well. And right below the Blackboard Collaborate, you have variables used in this course. And I have put together a PDF that gives you a list of symbols that we have used. And this is really important because a lot of the time in physical chemistry, we use so many different symbols. It's getting very confusing as to what it is that we are talking about when we draw a symbol on the board. And so I tried to collect as many as you could and define what they are so that we all have a list that we can refer to anytime we have an issue if you don't remember what it meant. Okay, so this is a PDF, and you're welcome to add any new things to that list that we have not included. And I cannot say that I have done 100% complete here. I've done whatever I could find, and I may have missed one or two. So, but you can add them by hand to it. The next menu underneath the course content menu is the communication menu. And this is where my grades are posted. And of course, they're very important for you because you want to know how you're doing. And so if you click on this, you'll see My Grades tab. And then you click on that, you get the My Grades page. And under this page, we have shown some, separate entities and how much you scored out of what, etc. This is just an example to show you how the grades look. So for every item that is graded, you will find the grade assignment here. And so that completes the a short grand tour of the chemical kinetics and biochemical kinetics website under the Husky CT.